Pompeii, the Roman city entombed by Mount Vesuvius, remains one of history's most haunting time capsules. Its sudden destruction preserved a vivid snapshot of daily Roman life. Yet the same frozen moment that fascinates the world now faces an array of modern threats. And looming over it all is a terrifying question. Could the very volcano that annihilated Pompeii once erupt again with similar force? Specialists fear that the city, already weakened by centuries of exposure, may not withstand the mounting dangers. As cracks spread, walls crumble, and the volcano shows subtle signs of unrest, archaeologists race to uncover the city's unresolved mysteries before time runs out. Using advanced scientific methods, they sift through Pompeii's ruins to reconstruct what life looked like just before everything changed. In the summer of 79 AD, Pompeii was alive with routine. Market stalls buzzed with shoppers buying their daily goods. Homeowners prepared for the day, while slaves tended to kitchens and workshops. Taverns filled with noise, gladiators practiced for upcoming matches, and the town's narrow streets echoed with everyday Roman life. Overlooking the entire region stood Mount Vesuvius, a dormant giant few recognized as lethal. By the time residents realized the danger, the city had less than a day left. A surge of superheated gas and ash cascaded down the mountain, followed by heavier and heavier debris. As the volcanic fallout intensified, streets disappeared, roofs caved in, and doorways became choked with pumice. Many inhabitants were trapped inside their homes. 6 pyroclastic surges eventually swept across the city at lethal temperatures, instantly killing anyone who remained. In less than a full day, Pompeii vanished beneath millions of tons of volcanic material. Thousands died, lungs scorched, muscles destroyed, bodies twisted in their final desperate moments. Volcanic ash rapidly covered the corpses. As soft tissues decayed, empty cavities formed underground. Centuries later, archaeologists realized that filling these voids with plaster could reveal the exact shapes of the victims at the moment of death. The resulting casts shocked the world with their emotional power: adults shielding children, families huddled together, individuals frozen mid-flight. No other ancient site captures the final human experience so precisely. But many questions linger. A scientific team is now examining 15 bodies discovered together in the Eastern District. Their unusual positioning suggests that small groups died while attempting to help one another. Lead researcher Dr. Lawrence Albane hopes to reconstruct their final actions and understand who these people were. Cutting-edge imaging is changing what can be learned. High-definition photography and X-ray scans allow scientists to see the bones inside the casts, identifying diet, age, sex, and health. In one particularly well-preserved cast, Lawrence identified a young adult male aged 25 to 30, believed to be a soldier due to a sword found nearby. He takes the digital scans back to his laboratory in Valencia to rebuild the man's facial features. Once the fragments of the cast are digitally stitched together, Lawrence reconstructs an uncannily lifelike portrait. Through bone dimensions and preserved contours, he determines the shape of the nose, jaw, and mouth. The final reconstruction provides a human face unseen for 2 millennia. Although his identity remains unknown, his features, possibly from southern Italy or North Africa, restore humanity to a victim lost to time. While individual stories are slowly resurfacing, Pompeii itself is fading. Rain, wind, and millions of tourists steadily weaken the ruins. Continuous erosion threatens to send parts of the city tumbling. Some unexcavated sections may collapse in landslides before researchers can examine them. The walls were never built to withstand such long-term exposure, forcing conservators to adopt innovative preservation strategies. Above all, Vesuvius remains the most serious threat. Classified as one of the world's most dangerous volcanoes, its proximity to dense modern populations makes even a moderate eruption catastrophic. Scientists fear the mountain may be stirring again. If warning signs appear, emergency plans call for the evacuation of more than 500,000 people. In response, archaeologists and engineers have launched an ambitious effort to digitally preserve Pompeii forever. Architect Raffaele Martinelli leads a project to scan the site's 2,000 buildings and entire street network, creating a permanent 3D record. Using high-resolution laser mapping, the team captures millions of data points per second. Once processed, each structure becomes a precise, manipulable model. Photographic layers add color and texture. Their goal is to document the entire 66-hectare site, from aristocratic villas to humble shops, allowing future generations to explore Pompeii as it stands today, even if parts are lost tomorrow. The models reveal architectural changes over time and help specialists plan conservation work. Technological advances also empower archaeologists in the field. Tablet computers provide instant access to databases, comparative images, excavation records, and GIS maps directly at dig sites, transforming how artifacts and architecture are analyzed. Elsewhere in Pompeii, high-tech tools are rewriting earlier assumptions. Professor Eric Poehler is studying the Quadriporticus, long believed to be a gladiator barracks. But refined scanning shows elegant decoration, sophisticated plumbing, and a large latrine, features inconsistent with housing fighters. Portable 3D sensors reveal hidden structural details, suggesting the building was likely an upscale public market rather than a training center. In Herculaneum, Pompeii's sister city, another extraordinary discovery challenges scholars: a library of carbonized papyrus scrolls. These fragile, charred relics crumble upon touch, making them unreadable for centuries. But today, a powerful particle accelerator known as a synchrotron allows researchers to digitally unroll the scrolls. X-rays detect subtle differences between carbon-based ink and carbonized papyrus, revealing previously invisible writing. For the first time, scholars glimpse lost ancient texts, possibly originals unseen since antiquity. Other experiments explore Roman food culture. In Provence, researchers recreate ancient wines using techniques drawn from frescoes, mosaics, and classical texts. They recreate Roman presses and follow fermentation methods of 2,000 years ago. Their results confirm that Romans preferred heavily oxidized wine, a taste modern drinkers might consider spoiled. Pompeii spas, bustling with customers at night, operated as social centers where artisans gambled, drank, and relaxed. Excavations show dice games were common despite official bans. Many taverns reveal counters, storage cabinets, and food remains that reconstruct Pompeii's vibrant nightlife. But the ruins above ground tell only part of the story. Latrines, drains, and sewers hold clues to diet and social habits. Bones found in the waste of wealthy homes show remains of songbirds, seafood, and very young piglets, luxury foods consumed just before disaster struck. These findings expose the opulence of Pompeii's elite and the meals enjoyed hours or days before the eruption. Beneath the looming threat of collapse, Eric Poehler continues analyzing Pompeii's roads. Using digital mapping and wheelrut patterns carved into stepping stones, he has uncovered a coordinated traffic system. His data reveals a city structured with one-way streets to control congestion. This remarkable discovery uncovers Pompeii's sophisticated urban planning, comparable in function to modern cities like Manhattan. The city's grand amphitheater, seating 20,000 people, hosted violent games and gladiatorial duels. Graffiti carved by ancient fans depicts fighters such as the Retiarius and the Mamillo. These sketches serve as rare, personal snapshots of ancient sports culture. Yet many of Pompeii's most precious treasures, its frescoes, are rapidly deteriorating. Pollution, humidity, and ancient restoration methods using wax and oil have caused severe damage. To save them, conservators now use precision lasers. These tools remove layers of grime without harming pigments, reviving vibrant colors unseen for centuries. The restored walls in the Villa of the Mysteries demonstrate how transformative this technology can be. Pompeii's plumbing system also attracts attention. The city's many fountains and private water supplies were part of a sophisticated network. Drains reveal what citizens ate, what they discarded, and how they lived. Understanding these small details enriches our picture of Roman society. But with each passing season, the city faces new threats. Heavy rainfall saturates the unexcavated slopes above Pompeii, risking catastrophic landslides. Satellites operated with the Italian Space Agency now monitor ground movement, while wireless sensors installed around the ruins send continuous updates. If the Earth shifts even millimeters, scientists will know. Yet even these modern dangers pale in comparison to Mount Vesuvius itself. The volcano is under constant surveillance by seismic stations and GPS sensors. Should activity escalate, emergency officials would evacuate hundreds of thousands of residents. If an eruption rivaling that of 79 AD occurs, even Naples could be at risk. Through all this, one goal unites the researchers: preserving Pompeii's legacy. The city is a fragile, crumbling link to the ancient world, and once it is gone, nothing else will replace the unique window it offers into Roman life. The digital preservation efforts, the 3D scans, the laser cleanings, the virtual unrolling of scrolls, help ensure that even if nature claims the ruins, the knowledge they contain will survive. Future generations will be able to explore a complete, accurate digital Pompeii, an immortal version of the city that defied time. For now, the real Pompeii remains a battleground, against weather, erosion, crowds, landslides, and the ever-present threat of Vesuvius. But thanks to the incredible work of scientists, archaeologists, engineers, and conservators, its secrets continue to re-emerge, allowing us to step back into a world lost for nearly 2,000 years.